Hi, my darling. We're going to talk about issues that you may face when coming out of a toxic relationship. Listen, it is grueling. It's painful. It messes with you mentally. It creates feelings of hopelessness, like you'll never feel safe. You'll never be able to trust again. But my darling, as much as those stories feel real, that is not going to be your reality. And we're going to change that for you in this video. My name is Arica Angelo, and I've been giving people dating and relationship advice for 14 years. So I highly encourage you to subscribe for more life-changing videos like this one. You know, one of the things that we're really afraid of when we come out of a toxic relationship is that the next person is going to be the same, that they are going to do the same things to us, that they're going to betray us, that they're going to hurt us purposely, they're going to lie to us, they're going to manipulate us, they're going to gaslight us, they're going to be a narcissist, they're going to cheat on us, they're going to expose our vulnerabilities. All of these heavy things that you go through in a toxic relationship, that fear seems to kind of transfer over, and it's like, this could happen to me again. And you know, sometimes the first best place to heal when you come from a toxic relationship is by Brene Brown says to be able to name the things that you felt, name your emotions. And so I want to take that a step further. Maybe you felt betrayed, maybe you felt hurt, maybe you felt rejected, maybe you felt manipulated. And I want to say, I am so sorry that that was your experience. I'm so sorry that that happened. That wasn't fair. It wasn't safe. You didn't deserve that. And chances are you stayed because it was the best you knew to do. Chances are you stayed because you were scared. Chances are you stayed because you didn't know that there could be a better day for you. And so you stayed out of survival. So being able to heal those things inside of us helps position us to transition into that new relationship without bringing the heaviness, the weight, and the baggage into the next relationship. And you know, sometimes we can, I think the word is renumerate, we can play over and over like a broken record what happened to us. And the more that we replay that, we want to control things so that that never happens again. So I highly encourage you, watch this video about how to let go of the things that you just can't control. And I know that's really hard and it's easier said than done, but I feel like that this video will make that much more palatable, easier for you to digest. So make sure you watch that. Just to make sure I said that right, it's how to stop worrying, about things that you can't control. Here's another issue that you're going to face when you're coming out of a toxic relationship is you're constantly going to be looking for red flags. And I just recently watched a beautiful video by one of my, I guess you would call him one of my colleagues, Matthew Hussey, who gives advice to women. And he said that if you're always looking for red flags, guess what? You're going to find them. And so that sense of hypervigilance, of always being on alert, like worrying about looking for those signs, like, are they going to do this? Are they going to do that? That starts becoming a reality in our body. And sometimes, you know, this is like calming down the nervous system and bringing ourselves back to the present. Okay, when we feel those emotions and they're just beating inside of us, looking around the room and going, okay, there's a picture behind me. I'm sitting on a couch. Here's a plant. I can touch the plant. Here are my hands. This is my left hand. This is my right hand. Okay, I'm safe. And that's just it. Like, we have to understand that when we come out of a toxic relationship, ultimately we're fighting for our safety, that we never have to go back into that pain cycle. We never have to feel that again. But what happens is we get so amped up looking for those red flags that we actually jump out of our bodies and we can no longer be present with ourselves. We can no longer support ourselves. We can no longer nurture ourselves. And so sometimes doing practical exercises just like that can bring you back to you, because ultimately that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to make you feel safe. And that in itself is a beautiful thing. So if you're still with me, great. Here's one of the most challenging ones. One of the most challenging things is when you come out of a toxic relationship. you can feel really unlovable. And why? Why do you feel unlovable? Let's just get to the heart. Let's get to the guts of it. The guts of it is, if I was really valuable, if I was really worthy of love, if I was really seen, then why did they treat me like garbage? Why did they hurt me? Why did they not love me the way that they said they would? And it creates this despondency of, I'm never going to be loved. Because this person, the reason why I stayed in that toxic relationship is because I was getting something out of it. I was getting some form of love. And shit, if I couldn't get it there, then I'm never going to be able to get that. And so therefore, I'm going to go through my life feeling unloved. And my darling, that is simply not the truth. And the challenge, the issue becomes, is we then project that in our next relationship and we say, that person is never going to be able to love me because if I couldn't get it here, chances are I'm not going to ever get it. And we carry that hopelessness on the inside of us. And the best thing that you can do with that is to be truthful. Be honest with your feelings. Don't hide them. Don't neglect them. Don't stuff them down. Don't downplay them. And you sure as hell don't want to distract yourself by running and chasing things or getting preoccupied with things like social media or whatever it is. Sit with the pain. Be honest with it. Journal it out. Get that shit out of your body. Don't let it linger there, because I promise you, if you let it linger there, you will bring it into your next relationship. And I don't want that for you, my darling. So in the comment section below, I want to hear from you. What truth did you hear in this video that you're like, this is eye-opening and I need to put this to practice if I want to change my life, if I don't want to carry the crap from this toxic relationship into my body, into my life, and possibly into my future love. Let me just say that when you come out of a toxic relationship, the struggle is real. And I want you to know that you're not crazy, you're not alone, and that you're not the only person having this experience. You're not just so effed up that this has just happened to you. This has happened to many people. And there's a solution, and there's a way out, and there's a way for you to be loved the way you deserve to be. But sometimes in that you feel like you want to give up. So I highly encourage you to watch this video. It will really encourage, inspire, and love on you. When you feel like giving up, make sure that you watch that video. And if this really touched you, make sure that you subscribe and tell other people, hey, you got to hear this Arica Angelo girl, woman, whatever I am. She is saying things that no one else is saying, and it possibly could change your life because it's changed mine. If you could do that for me, that would mean the world to me. I love you, and there are better days ahead. I'll see you soon.